Hello readers and digital people, and welcome back to GP Reads. I am your host, Grant Reads, and today we're talking about Dadfeels. There's been quite a few new things going on with Dadfeels. Now, coming straight off of watching both new videos, I've noticed a few things. I noticed that this Dadbot acts a little bit different than the usual Dadbot. Dadbots are usually pretty upbeat. I mean, they can get emotional, they can get out of control, but these Dadbots are blatantly angry and very negative in their emotions. And it's funny because we found out this Dadbot, this current Dadbot, is Dadbot -2. So that got me thinking, well, I think that Scarlet is trying to adapt, and because the Dadbot hive mind has so many emotions going through it right now, she needed a way to siphon it so that it's not an overload and we don't get a repeat of what happened to Marty. So what I believe is going on is that Scarlet has separated the Dadbots into two groups, the positive numbers and the negative numbers. The Dadbots cannot handle all of the emotions at once. It's very difficult for a human being to do so, and a robot that's not exactly, birthed into that situation, they're not exactly designed for it, might be designed to be able to adapt them, but not exactly able to withstand them. So she separated the negative and the positive, so we're seeing both sides of the Dadbots now in the Dadbot hive mind. Now, another thing that's going on is we have the third Dadbot that's kind of a rogue Dadbot that's experiencing both in a free setting, in a real natural, I think that's why we keep seeing Dadbot 69 in all these natural settings. We're seeing a Dadbot naturally gaining all of these emotions, instead of being forced these emotions, which ultimately cause them to overload. So we're seeing now all the negatives being poured into Dadbots, all the positive being poured into Dadbots, and then this third Dadbot that's experiencing growth naturally and actually adapting to these emotions, and will probably be able to actually feel more so than the other two waves of Dadbots. And one more thing that we mustn't forget is that there is actually another Dadbot out there, Rorre, which has experienced all the range of emotions but in a very negative, corrupt way. And he's become basically what seems to be a serial killer, so that's fun. And also, don't forget the Computer Master is still out there trying to take over the facility for himself using the mysterious Mila.
Hello, phone? Yes, phone? Okay, sure.
Which, if you remember correctly, is still filled with the alien cordyceps fungus that I believe he is using to program her somehow. Which again leads into my food theory that food is somehow connected to the cordyceps alien fungus. And again, in that theory, I also theorized that maybe food is just an addictive substance and that they use the cordyceps in it as programmable matter to control people and change their minds and things. We'll see. So it's a really interesting arc we have going on in Dadfeels Act 4. I honestly, at this point, I really have no idea where it's going. I mean, it was very funny to see Dad getting upset about the mailman doing something really weird. That was great. And then in the newest one, seeing Dad talking about more reality potential in Twitch and how everything's been going on Twitch. And then he got a little weird and started threatening to start a cult.
The Ark Boys will now take over the Epic SMP with our cult headquarters where everyone will be sacrificed. Anyways.
I don't know. The Dadbots, the negative emotion Dadbot is hardcore, I will say that much. So we'll see where things go. Now, I did go back through the videos, and I went over the footage to see if there was anything hidden. I couldn't find anything. There was a bunch of static lines, but I didn't particularly see any Morse or any Braille or anything like that. I'll go back and watch them again, but I really haven't seen anything yet. But I am very interested to see where this goes. And just between us, I will be doing a live dive of the entire series, watching it live, tearing it apart as we go. And I don't mean tearing it apart as in destroying, I mean tearing it apart as in grabbing all the factoids and all the clues and all the hidden things, and really getting a very cohesive story so that we can put together a timeline afterwards for those of you who would like to watch kind of an expedited version of all of Dadfeels. I know he's done some of those before, but this will be way more in depth with all of the story elements there, and we'll also say which timelines have finished, which timelines are ongoing, and which timelines are unknown. So we'll really break down the series and give you guys a really good cohesive view of everything. Please stay tuned. I am very excited about them, and I hope to see you all there. And as always, keep your eyes wide open and never stop reading. I'll see y'all. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank my patrons. Thanks to you, I'm able to do what I love. All proceeds go back towards the channel for props, for costumes, and for any trips we take or any games we play. CNK114, Investigator Zeus, Dobby's Music, Jerry Mullins, and Free Spirit Katie. Really, thank you all so much for allowing me to do what I love to do.